Hi everyone, I'm Tyler Emery here for Newsy with today's top headlines. Health and Human Services Secretary Tom Price resigned today. Price resigned amid a scandal surrounding his use of private planes. He's being investigated for the use of those private jets to travel domestically and abroad, adding up to over $1 million of taxpayer money. The White House said in a statement Don Wright will become acting secretary. More than 100,000 people living on the Indonesian island of Bali have fled their homes before two possible volcanic eruptions. Mount Agung and another volcano on Ambay Island are both showing signs of erupting at the same time, but it's unknown when that could be. Right now, the alert is at level 4, which is the second highest on the scale. The U.S. State Department is warning Americans not to travel to Cuba after a series of health attacks over the past few months. The attacks have affected American and Canadian diplomats based in Cuba, resulting in symptoms of brain injuries, fatigue, hearing loss, and more. The department also announced it's pulling more than half of its embassy staff from the country. Stick right here with Newsy for more headlines. Everyone, I'm Tyler Emery here with your top headlines. President Trump used Friday's London terrorist attack to advocate a need for his travel ban. In a tweet, he said the travel ban into the United States should be far larger, tougher, and more specific. Meanwhile, British authorities continue their manhunt for the person who detonated a homemade bomb in a London underground train, injuring at least 29 commuters. Trump is now taking aim at sports network ESPN after one of its anchors called him a white supremacist in a tweet. Trump responded in another tweet Friday morning demanding an apology. While the ESPN anchor is still on the air, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders said it's a fireable offense. And protesters marched through downtown St. Louis on Friday following the acquittal of former police officer Jason Stockley, who shot and killed a black man in 2011. Protests remained mostly peaceful but became violent when people threw water bottles at police. Police responded with mace and pepper spray, and at least 13 arrests were made. We had a Newsy team in St. Louis following the protests all day Friday.